So corrections officer Vicki White now wanted for helping murder suspect escape prison. Have you heard anything about this?
I don't think so.
So it happened on Monday. So it's relatively...
Oh, no, then.
Okay. So what happened is this corrections officer, her name is Vicki. She helped this 6'7" white guy who's apparently an alleged murderer. And she helped him escape, and now they're on the run from the law together.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Kind of.
Yeah, I've read a romance book like that.
He was 6'7"?
No, not in the book, but it was a prison psychologist.
Yeah, that's the Joker.
Yeah, no, I think they stole the Joker story.
Okay, yeah, that's the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but this was in the book, he was a biker gang leader.
Sorry, back then she was Dr. Harley Quinzel.
Yeah, they definitely took the premise from Joker, but different story.
Well, this is a real life one.
Yeah.
So an Alabama corrections officer who vanished from prison with an inmate is wanted for helping the murder suspect escape, authorities said on Monday. So Vicki White, assistant director of corrections for Lauderdale County, is accused of facilitating escape in the first degree, Sheriff Rick Singleton said at a press conference. A warrant was issued for her arrest on Monday. So we know she participated. Whether she did that willingly or if she was coerced, threatened somehow to participate in the case, not really sure. But we know for sure that she did participate.
Her being a female, it makes it seem more like she participated by choice.
So if it was a dude, you wouldn't think it?
Yeah. I'd be more inclined to think he was threatened or he was paid off.
Yeah, you hear 6'7". You hear 6'7" guy.
And a female.
You just assume that she's been wooed.
Yeah.
Wooed.
It's a pretty strong factor. Like no other guards were there that were male that he could have escaped with. It had to be a female, so it makes me just think she was wooed.
Yeah. So White was last seen Friday when she said she was taking Casey Cole White. They have the same last name, no relation.
Okay, sure.
White was last seen Friday when she was taking Casey Cole White, who was being held on murder charges for a mental health evaluation at the county courthouse. The sheriff said the patrol vehicle the two were in was found at a nearby shopping center parking lot.
Yeah.
Did some shopping real quick. He said the pair, who share the same last name but are not related, made no attempt to go to the courthouse. Singleton added that Vicki White's job was to coordinate transports, so when she told other officers she had to transport the inmate from jail, she was not questioned by anyone. I just wouldn't give a 6'7" inmate
at least two people
to a female, let alone one guy.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're going to get easily overpowered and stomped.
Not a single person had a red flag on this?
Yeah, it seems a little weird.
Yeah.
So the U.S. Marshals Service has offered a $10,000 reward for information that leads to Casey Cole White's capture. We consider both of them dangerous, and in all probability, both of them are armed. U.S. Marshal Marty Keeley said at the press conference, the Marshals are getting involved. Just like in, It Was Not Me, It Was the One-Armed Man. Harrison Ford, Tommy Lee Jones.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
What?
Yeah.
I'll remember the name of it, and you've definitely seen it.
Okay. A one-armed man. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't remember about the one-armed man thing? Well, I guess I can't even remember the title of the movie. The Fugitive. You've never seen The Fugitive?
I don't think I have.
I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have to go off air for a second. You have never seen The Fugitive before? All right. Well, I guess that's for our next day off. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Even had a sequel. I'm not bragging about a sequel, but that's how good it did. So let's see here. The inmate was charged with 2 counts of capital murder in September 2020 in the stabbing death of Connie Ridgway, 58, the agency said. So it's a woman that he stabbed to death, too. It's not even like, as a female, murdering another female, I feel like, is a red flag, or should be.
Oh, if the guy that you're falling for has murdered
A female. I can
Yeah.
understand if he's murdered another man. You can kind of make that a little hazy in your mind and go, well, maybe he did it because he was protecting somebody. Maybe it was just two guys getting into it, and things just ended badly because he's 6'7" and he can really. But no, he stabbed a woman who's 58 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. She's probably got a twist in her head that he probably won't attack her because he loves her.
Yeah, don't you hate that?
Yeah, it's probably that.
Her life is let her escape. As long as they don't hurt anybody else, let him escape. He'll do the exact same thing to her.
Well, he was going to get a mental evaluation. Why not wait until after, find out if he's sane or not?
Well, there was no mental evaluation. She made it up.
Oh.
And she chose to do it on a Friday instead of a Monday because she knew that the Saturday, Sunday would take a little bit longer because it's the weekend crew.
Wow.
And so she chose to do it on a Friday, knowing that it would not hit the news until about Monday, so she'd get a head start on the news.
Yeah.
She did this. She planned this out
Okay.
very well.
Yeah, I think she's very much in on it. I thought the institute or the mental checkup was a legitimate appointment. So the fact that it never even existed is pretty bad.
Right.
And then they go to a store where they get him some new clothes. So he's
She probably
dressed
already
in
had the
civilian.
clothes, but you can drop
That
the.
would be smart. Yeah.
It's a shopping center, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he had been serving look at this. There's no excuse for this man. So he had been serving a 75-year sentence for a 2015 crime spree, including holding 6 people at gunpoint and shooting one of them and a dog. You can't excuse anybody for shooting a dog.
Now this man's
He's a monster.
he is. I don't know what this lady's thinking. Although she could be one of those crazy ladies. Like, what if her name wasn't originally White, but she was like one of those what do they call the girls that follow bands around?
Well, her last name was initially White. She was married and she got her last name changed to White because of the wedding. So she married into the name, changed her last name to White.
Okay.
I don't know what her maiden name is, but I know that her new name is White because her husband's name was White, and
That
so
that probably added into the fantasy that they
we were meant to be.
Ooh,
Ooh,
shivers.
Yeah, goosebumps, everybody. So let's see here. So she had also claimed that after dropping the prisoner off, she was going to seek medical attention because she didn't feel well. So that's why she wasn't going to be back for a little bit. She goes, hey, I'm dropping this guy off. Also, I'm going to go to the hospital myself.
She thought through every part of this plan.
Yeah, she did. So she was alone when she transported the accused murderer, a strict violation of policy. He said at a press conference. Yeah, that is a strict violation. I can see why.
Yeah, but where were you guys? I guess maybe there's just not enough on the crew.
It was a Friday, it's still. You guys let a murderer go.
Yeah.
Granted, there was a mole in the, he had somebody on the inside because she wanted him in the inside. So, sexual innuendo.
I know.
Okay. So the Alabama jail official who allegedly absconded with a capital murder suspect may have been brainwashed into helping him escape, according to her former mother-in-law. So maybe he's got her brainwashed. Frances White, 88, told the Daily Beast about Casey Cole White, who vanished with Vicki White, the assistant director of corrections for Lauderdale County. So maybe he's got her brainwashed.
I would agree with that, but at the same time,
Yeah.
she's an adult that's just buying into her fantasies.
Yeah. Come on, son.
Yeah, how much? This isn't like he's the Jedi Force.
Yeah, he didn't.
Waving his hand over her face.
He was in prison.
Yeah.
He didn't get her addicted to drugs. He didn't do any of that. It was literally just charming the pants off of her and the cuffs off of him.
Mm-hmm.
So Frances also described Vicki as frugal, telling the Daily Beast that she had saved a substantial amount of money, which could help her remain on the lam for some time. She had said that she'd like to live in Florida. That's the only thing I can think of, Frances said in a phone interview on Tuesday. She said her son, Thomas White, died in January from complications related to Parkinson's disease. So this dude didn't die. So her husband died back in January.
Yep.
By May, she is actually late April. She's on the run with another man from the law. She could just be really
depressed
and sad.
Yeah, that's.
Because
she's trying to fill. She found the worst filler of the void.
Well, yeah, because she's just looking for anything to fill the void, and nobody's giving her attention because she's a middle-aged corrections officer, and all the other corrections officers that are probably there, young guys, presumably, not really giving her the time of day. But who's giving her the time of day? 6'7" Brian.
Casey White.
Casey, that's what his name is. So, let's see here. I'm just proud he wasn't still alive, because he still thought she was a good person, she said.
It's tough, because I think there is probably a degree of mourning she's still going through.
Yeah.
Handled in the worst way possible.
Yeah, not doing this a good job. So I can't imagine her running off with that guy, but you never know. He walked into a woman's house and stabbed her. Yeah, it's like... So everybody's trying to figure out what made her do it, Frances told the Daily Beast. Somebody said, maybe she was just having a bad day. I said, well, that's not an excuse. I love how when a guy does something, we pretty much know his motive right off the rip. But a lady, everybody's like... There's diagrams with red string, and there's pins over here on a map from Paraguay, but she never actually visited Paraguay. She just had a magazine once from Paraguay and mentioned it.
I would say this case is kind of tough. She's kind of an anomaly just because of circumstances she's recently gone through. And then this guy's just, you would think that she would steer clear of an individual like that, but I am curious as whether the correction officers get a report of who's incarcerated and what for. Because maybe she didn't even know.
They probably know.
Yeah. I mean, if I was going to run away with a convicted felon, I would at least, try to find the deets out on him.
I'd Google him.
No, we're just going to wing it. Trust the fates.
I'm a cat lady.
Cool, I'm a cannibal.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I see you shot a dog before. Oh. I love Chinese food. You're like, Jesus, lady. All right, let's see here. She added, I don't have any idea where she is, noting that the two had 6 hours to get away and could be anywhere. The rogue jail official had reportedly filed for her retirement papers the day before she and Casey disappeared on April 29th. So about 5 weeks earlier, she sold her house and moved in with her mother, Pat Davis. So she sold her house. She put in her retirement. She is in this for the long haul.
She is.
She
saved up a lot of money.
And she sold a house, which is probably $200,000 to $300,000. Let's be.
I would feel more for this lady if she hadn't unleashed this man into the world.
Yes, it's all very sad until you realize that she unlocked a murderer.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, she sounds like she'd really put in the work to make herself well off after she retired.
And I'm not trying to say anything here that he's using her by any means, because that would be the worst thing that he's done. But he's using her.
Yeah.
I've seen a picture of her. She's in her 50s. She's got bleach blonde hair.
That's how I was picturing her.
Yeah, bleach blonde hair. She's in her 50s. She's like 55, 56. He's 37.
Oh. I was at least hoping they were around the same age.
No, he's 20 years younger than her. He's 6'7". She just lost her husband who had Parkinson's. So she goes from one guy who can't really take care of himself anymore, because if he died from Parkinson's, then he probably had battled with it and suffered with it for like 5-10 years, right? So she goes from being married to this guy who's been battling with Parkinson's, can't help himself for 5 to 10 years, and now she's going to a guy who just needs her help a little bit. So she's a known helper, but he's somebody that's big and strong and can take care of her and do all these other things. Probably very enticing, but at the same time, you're a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, lady.
Yeah. Don't pick up your new hubby
At prison.
You know, just like bartenders shouldn't date their
Bar guests.
No, it never ends well.
Oh, it's worse for you guys. But
yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially when you break the law and break them out of prison. But
oh man.
Oh man, Vicky.
So she had money before she sold her home, she told the Daily Beast. She saved her money. I figured she still got her money and she's still got enough to live on for a while. She said her 2 surviving sons are just as in much shock as she is. They can't believe it either. My oldest son, no way could he picture her leaving with him. It looks like she helped him escape, Frances said, adding that everyone in her family hopes someone will come forward with a lead. So the mother of the escaped Alabama inmate, Casey White, defended her son in an interview with the Post, saying that the accused murderer is innocent and not a monster. He shot a dog, lady.
Yeah, if he didn't have the 2 different cases, one of killing somebody in her house, that was like, 56 or something?
Was 56 what?
The lady that he killed in her house. I thought you'd mentioned an age.
Oh. I don't know.
Oh, anyways, the lady killing a lady in her house and then also shooting 6 people and a dog.
Well, holding 6 people gunpoint and shooting 1 person and a dog.
Oh, either way.
And then stabbing a woman.
Your son's not the greatest.
Yeah. I just have no idea why they've painted him as a monster, Connie White said over the phone of her son, who escaped from Lauderdale County Jail on Friday morning with the help of a rogue female corrections officer. Connie said she spoke to her son the day before his vanishing act and everything was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's Jewish. He never mentioned Vicki White, Connie said. He said he had a pen pal, but I had no idea who it was. Casey was serving a 75-year sentence for attempted murder, burglary, robbery, kidnapping, animal cruelty, blah, 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 and the stabbing death of Connie Ridgway, 58. So the woman he stabbed is 1 year older than you are, lady.
Looks great.
So his mother claimed he copped to the crime to get a change of scenery at the rural county jail. The only reason he came out to Lauderdale County was to get out of the prison he was in, she said. He wrote a letter to say that he murdered that woman, but he didn't really murder her. He just done that to get back up here. He just wanted to be out of that prison because it was so bad and there was no food.
Yeah.
Nobody says that they killed somebody.
To just move prisons.
Unless he did it to get up to where she was. Because maybe they were pen pals. And so this has been going on for a while.
Longer. Yeah, if your husband has Parkinson's.
You could be messing around and you get a pen pal going. You probably do it at a jail cell that's, a jail that's different than your jail, right? So that way there's no conflict of interest. And then that guy sees that there's a murder that's unsolved, and he goes, no, I committed that murder, to get up to that prison, just so that way he's now near his pen pal who's in love with him and can now help him escape from prison.
Yeah, that's a lot of speculation, but it does have a lot of puzzle pieces.
It feels good.
That are pretty close.
That feels good. I don't know.
Oh man, that's a crazy scheme because I want to say
he at least shot a dog,
right? So he would have gone out and he probably would have had a sentence of 10 years for I don't know. He shot a person though too, right?
He held 6 people gunpoint, shot 1 person, and shot a dog.
So 10 to 15 years, but get out 7 years for good behavior, something like that.
I don't know. You're the one that does all this stuff. I have no idea how that works.
I just don't know why you wouldn't just wait, be a good person, and just get out and go see your pen pal. But they get out sooner.
Yeah.
And he's got the rap sheet of a convicted felon now. So,
So despite dire warnings from officials and fear from previous victims, Connie stood by her son when asked if he was dangerous. I don't think so. He's not a monster. I'll put it that way, she said before abruptly ending the call. He is not the monster that you're making him out to be at all. Yeah. Shot a dog. I'm holding on to that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So an ex-girlfriend of the accused murderer who went missing from an Alabama jail said Tuesday that she is freaking out after the inmate who once promised to kill her remained on the loose along with a rogue corrections official. The unidentified woman spoke as authorities released video footage of suspect Casey White, he's 38, and the county's assistant director of corrections, Vicki White, she's 56. So there's an 18-year gap, leaving jail together while a manhunt for the pair continued. They've promised to step up patrols, but we are freaking out. We don't know if he's going to show up and take us out like he tried to do before, the woman told Huntsville's Way 31 from an undisclosed location. I thought I would never have to worry about him ever again. Casey White is very dangerous to everybody that is around him. Ooh. White's ex was able to escape his armed attack, but fears that he will follow through on a promise to kill her if released from prison. But he's not a monster. He's not. I mean, sure.
And he has a new love.
Yeah.
I'm sure they ran away into the sunset.
He's got a 56-year-old girlfriend that'll please him, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is all...
You're looking bad.
It sounds like he found a way to get out sooner to go back back to his ex.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He figured out a way to get out.
That's terrifying.
So White warned cops in 2015 that he'd kill the ex if he got the chance. Huh. He stated that he wanted to kill her and have police kill him, a police report read.
Oh, that does not sound good at all.
No, I would be on the run too. His only regret was that neither was successful. He stated that if he was released, he would kill the victim. Oh, great. So probably not 7 years he would have gotten out in, because he seems to show no remorse.
No, it sounds like he has a goal in mind, and he's been steadily finding ways to get closer to his goal, and now he's on the home stretch.
Kind of impressive. Say it. Say it.
I won't say it's impressive.
Say it.
It's lacking in our prisons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not impressed with him. You're unimpressed with the prisons.
Yeah.
Jails. Technically jails.
Jails. Yeah, I'm very unimpressed that someone was able to escape rather effortlessly.
Yeah. So the scared woman also had a message for Vicki White, who the U.S. Marshal Service said was dangerous and likely armed. If she is still alive, she needs to get the hell out. Run. Run as far as you can and turn yourself in and contact somebody. Like, do the right thing before you lose your life or somebody else does.
Namely me.
Yeah, for my sake. Do it for yourself and for me.
Yeah. Oh, that is terrifying though. You're like, as the ex-girlfriend, you're like, why did you help to get him out?
Yeah, you know he threatened to murder me and he wanted himself to die, right? I don't know. Anywho, we'll keep an eye on that story because that's still evolving.
Yeah.
Unfolding.
Hopefully it just ends with him being captured and Vicky getting
by a canine unit.
Yeah, a pretty good slap on the wrist.
I'm hoping by a canine unit. Like 2 of them.
Oh, yeah. 3.
3. 4. Each limb. 5. Limb. He's 6'7", Melissa. You know it's huge.
Oh.